Hey wind watchers, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're stepping onto the gravel flats of Miocene Patagonia. Imagine scrubland throwing short, sharp shadows, where speed dictates who lives and who dies. This is the domain of Kelenken, a terror bird standing taller than a man, with a skull as long as your forearm and legs built for pure acceleration. Forget flight. This titan didn't need it. Its bill was a hatchet and a pry bar, a precision weapon mounted on a neck coiled like a shock spring. Its toes dug into the ground, allowing for explosive stops and ruthless turns that would leave any modern predator in the dust. Hunting for Kelenken was a high-speed sprint and edit routine. It would flush out a cavy or a young hoofed mammal, instantly cut the angle, and deliver a devastating strike to the skull or neck. Then, using its powerful bill hook, it would slam its prey to the ground. In these open sight lines, psychological warfare was just as important as physical prowess. Prey that knew it was being hunted would panic and make fatal mistakes. Kelenken wasn't just a hunter, it was a master of intimidation. Of course, it wasn't alone. Rival guilds, like the early saber-tooth sparrowsodonts and later the big cats, would contest its kills. But Kelenken had a dual advantage. It was often the first to strike, and it had a face that simply screamed, "Drop it." Imagine that massive hooked beak bearing down on you. You'd probably give up your lunch too. These birds nested on gravel rises, their chicks shadowing the adults through wind channels that smelled of dust and iron. Their very bones were lightened with air sacs, a feature called pneumatization, making their frames incredibly lightweight for their size. Scars on fossilized tendons tell a story of a body built to be shock-resistant, to withstand the immense forces of a high-speed chase and kill. So, what happened to this ruler of the flats? Over centuries, the world changed. Forests began to creep in, reducing the open spaces Kelenken needed to dominate, and eventually, early humans arrived, armed with projectiles that erased the distance advantage. This flightless raptor had always relied on. The scythe dulled, and the giant's reign came to an end. But for a time, while the Patagonian flats held, a flightless raptor wrote the playbook for open-world predation. Own the middle ground, choose your chase, and always finish fast. If you ever watch a modern sirima, its distant relative, deliver a killing blow to a snake, you're seeing a tiny, downsized echo of a lane once owned by giants. What do you think of this apex predator without wings? Let me know in the comments which terror bird you want to see in the sprint lane next. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button. See you next time.